Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today you've tuned in to find out how you can create cupcakes that look like this. Not too big, not too small, light and airy, perfect sugar content. Well, today I want to explain that to you. Would you believe it's all about the egg? Yes, everything I do is based around the weight of one egg. One egg, in my eyes, in my recipe and how I bake, is how I make 6 cupcakes. So today I'm going to make 24 cupcakes. So that means I need 4 eggs. Now, egg, you're asking, well, there's lots of different types. There's free range, there's small, medium, large, there's mixed, large. We go with large eggs, okay? So we need 4 large eggs to make 24 cupcakes today. So that is how we do it, okay? So let me just have a quick look at how much 4 large eggs weighs, and then I will talk you through the rest of the recipe. Let's have a look. So we have the scales on, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4. 251 grams in weight. My 4 eggs, my 4 large eggs, 251 grams in weight. Everything from there forward is 251 grams. Everything. So I will start off with my margarine. I don't know whether I'm supposed to plug or I'm not supposed to plug brands, but I use Stork. Stork margarine I find is the best. It is known for baking. I mean, it says best fluffiest cakes ever. They can actually stand by that because they really are. So I would have 251 grams of margarine. And then I would have 251 grams of caster sugar. I would add those two together and I would mix them. Next would come the eggs, and we would crack the eggs out of the shells into the mix. Then we would mix that. And then following that, we would add the self-raising flour. Now this is slightly different, so listen and hear me out. You have 251 grams of self-raising flour and baking powder together. Baking powder, I believe, just adds that little bit more fluff, that little bit more lightness that maybe you wouldn't get just with all self-raising flour. So how I do this, it's all about the science, it's all about the numbers. I would weigh out, let me count 4 off that. So that is 247, am I right? 247 grams of self-raising flour. And for every egg, you want a gram of baking powder. So if you had 1 egg, you'd want 1 gram. If you had 2 eggs, you'd want 2 grams. But we're using 4 eggs today, so we want 4 grams of baking powder to be added to the 247 of the self-raising flour, which makes 251. And obviously when we do that, we're going to use a sieve. We're going to bring the lightness into it again. When you get to the egg stage, you are going to whisk quite a long time at that stage, because again, that is a stage that incorporates a lot of air. After you add the flour, you're bringing it heavier. So whisk a lot with your margarine and your sugar at the beginning. Whisk for a really good amount of time with your eggs because you're introducing more air. Then add your self-raising flour, your baking powder. You fold it in, and then if you're getting towards the end of folding it in, you will whisk it because the whisking will then finish it off. So here we go, another hack. I use baking sheets like this, so I will fit 12 in that. I only bake them 1 tray at a time, and I will bake them the second rung down in my oven, and the second rung down, and 160 because I am on an electric fan oven, or that is gas mark 4, for 22 to 24 minutes. My oven is quite fast, so I go for 22 minutes. When I had a gas oven, I would do gas mark 4 for 24 minutes. And the other hack, and this is really important for cupcakes, you buy, can you see it? You buy muffin cases. You don't buy fairy cake cases, they're too small. You buy muffin cases. And then the scales become involved at the end when we have done all our mix, when we have set our muffin cases up in our tins. We then bring the scales out again. The scales are for weighing the amount of mixture we put in each case. 41 grams of mixture in each case. And what I do, I will weigh the full weight on the scales, and then I will zero it, and then I will take off 41. I will zero it when it's on there, and I will take off 41, and then it will take away 41. I think that's the way I do it. Anyway, we're weighing out 41 grams on the scales, okay? And then for each cupcake, and with that mix, those 4 eggs, they will create 24 cupcakes if you use the large eggs. If you use smaller, you're probably going to get less. But yeah, that is exactly how you make cakes that look like this. Please come back to me and let me know if you have a go and it works out and it's better, or maybe you have another way that you do it and you find your way better. Please share that with me also. But I'm all here for the easy life and the life that I found that works, and it hits the spot. So bless you today, guys. Have a great day, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.